Hi everyone, it's Mike here at Safer Training Solutions. I'm going to give you some advice and help on how to write a physical intervention report.
If we have used force on a service user, we must record this. This is both a legal requirement and a protection measure for the person using physical intervention and the organisation they are working on behalf of. What should be included within the incident report? When, what, why, who, where, how. Questions that will be asked of you and what you should be asking yourself. What is the reason you are taking this action? What powers or authority are you acting under or in accordance with? Is the action you are taking necessary? Is the threat of harm imminent? Are your actions proportionate to the threat? Do you have other non-use of force options available? What actions will you take after the event? A young child called Tommy, who is known for exhibiting challenging behaviour on occasion and who is also prone to verbal and physical outbursts, is playing on the floor in the classroom. He is being directly supervised by a member of school staff. Tommy suddenly starts to lose control of his emotions and starts to talk louder and louder. He also starts to hit the floor with toys and other items he has in his possession. Tommy then rushes over to the wall where the tables are lined up with books, computers and other items on top of the tables. He sits under the table and doesn't say anything. He continues to sit there in silence. He sits there for a while with his head bowed and his arms crossed and doesn't do anything else. However, without warning, Tommy starts to hit his head against the concrete wall very hard. The school staff member grabs hold of Tommy's ankle and pulls him out from under the table and away from the concrete wall. Questions that will be asked of you and what you should be asking yourself. What is the reason you are taking this action? To prevent serious injury or possible death to the young person I have duty of care towards. What powers or authority are you acting under or in accordance with? I have the power to exercise common law and statutory law rights to prevent the young child from hurting themselves. Is the action you are taking necessary? The action I am taking is necessary as I honestly believe serious harm will occur if no action is taken. Is the threat of harm imminent? There is a very big risk that the next hard blow against the concrete wall could cause a serious brain injury. Are your actions proportionate to the threat? My actions are proportionate because the result could be, if I do not intervene, serious brain injury or death could occur to the young child. Did you have other non-use of force options available? I did not use physical intervention straight away. However, the threat to the child's safety became apparent very quickly, meaning I had no opportunity to establish a communication that would enable me to verbally dissuade the child from causing serious injury to themselves. What actions will you take after the event? I will ensure the incident is recorded to justify my actions and to provide data for analysis to determine if there are learning outcomes for the future. And this is how you may write your report. On the 7th of January 2022 at 2:15 p.m, I was sitting on the carpeted area within Class 4B with Tommy. I provide one-to-one support for Tommy in accordance with a plan drawn up to meet his circumstances and needs. It was around 15 minutes into the activity that Tommy seemed to experience a negative stimulus and trigger. He then started to express himself in a verbally aggressive way. I gave Tommy the appropriate space to allow him to self-regulate, but was also close by to provide extra help, comfort and support him should he need it. It is then Tommy very quickly crawled under a table that was placed against a concrete wall. This table had several items placed upon it, including a computer and books. Tommy, after a couple of minutes of being under the table, started to bang the back of his head very hard against the concrete wall. Because I have both a legal and moral duty of care for Tommy, I had to do something to stop what he was doing. Therefore, Therefore, I exercised my common law power and statutory powers afforded to me under Section 93 of Education and Inspections Act 2006. Both laws allow for a physical intervention to be made to prevent a person coming to harm. I leant into the space under the table and grabbed Tommy's ankle. I then pulled him out from under the table by his right ankle. I honestly believe the action I took was necessary and proportionate because there was an imminent threat to Tommy's safety and possibly his life. Because of Tommy's aggressive actions and the harm he was causing himself, I felt I had no other option but to use physical intervention because if I had waited, I honestly believe Tommy would have come to a greater harm. Ordinarily, I would not undertake a physical intervention without having the appropriate assistance available. However, due to the dynamic nature of the incident, the situation required immediate positive action to prevent a greater harm. After the incident, I ensured Tommy was checked over by the school nurse and a medical form completed to be attached to this report. A new risk assessment will be carried out to reflect the new information available regarding Tommy's behaviour.
So I hope that video was helpful. If you do need any more help or support or anything else, just let us know and get in touch. Have a great day.